Howdy, man.
Hello, I'm Christian, except I have an entirely different hair color and facial feature and eyes. Nice to meet you.
Anyways, usually we put this after the intro, but we have a special message from, I guess, not Christian. I thought it was from Christian. But
Yeah.
You're saying you are Christian?
Yes.
You're Chris?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that puts a wrench in my plans. Anyways, watch this brief video. We'll be right back.
I was recording this video initially because I was going to tell you guys that I wasn't going to be on the podcast this week because my wilderness expedition in the upper northwest. But now I'm lost. I can hear all these noises around me. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared. I found this cabin behind me. I keep hearing noises from the inside. Is someone who can help me? If this is my final message, just let my family know that I love them.
Okay, welcome back.
Howdy. How are you?
Yeah, I guess I didn't show you the video he sent me before.
No, you didn't. Fuck it, we're going with it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see you're safe and sound.
Yes.
I was worried about you.
Thank you. I know everything he's talking about.
Anyways, super special edition episode 41 One Piece fan podcast.
I have an idea actually. Instead of episode 41, this is just episode of East Blue.
So what, you want me to just skip episode 40?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't worry,
boy.
Chris. We'll do episode 41 next week.
What you talking about? I'm right here.
You're right. I noticed you wore your Zorro shirt.
I mean, of course.
I gave you that in high school, right?
I think it was like first year of college.
Nah, well, maybe. Who knows? I don't have any One Piece shirts, ironically. I'm
Unfortunately.
wearing a Naruto shirt.
That's close enough. We'll probably compare it to Naruto at some point. Because Big 3. So, by the way, for context,
By the by.
full One Piece spoilers. full One Piece
Oh,
spoilers.
you wanted to actually talk about One Piece?
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was a joke.
Nah, this is 100% a One Piece episode.
Oh, One Piece episode, boys. Soro itemo yume wo.
Kaki Atsume. Alright, full spoilers. If you're not caught up on the manga, I don't know what else to say. I just hit the mic. I'm sorry.
You're coming in and tearing everything up.
I am. I really am. That's just my style, though.
I just want you to know, Chris, that I learned today that I appreciate you more than I thought I did. Sorry, I guess you're right there.
Yeah, true.
Would you like these disposable chopsticks?
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Well, then you're not Chris. He'll take anything I hand to him.
All right.
That's why that disposable fork is over there.
You're right. I'm sorry. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Alex. I'm sorry that I deceived you.
You've deceived us all, you bastard. I will never forgive you.
All right. So the actual topic about One Piece that I want to talk about.
Okay, what do you want?
There's going to be controversial words that are about to be said.
Carrot should have joined the Straw Hats.
That's not controversial. That's a fact.
That's just usually where you go with this kind of conversation.
I'm going to say it because there's new evidence now.
Say it.
Shanks is a swordsman.
Shut up!
Look, man.
Why?
There's new evidence to prove it. Look, okay. He used...
I cannot believe you. You are using my show as a platform for your propaganda.
I literally thought about this on the way over here. Because if you think about it, it was always kind of ambiguous. But now, Shanks has used his first named technique ever. And it was Gold Roger's sword technique.
Are you saying Roger was a swordsman?
Yes, the only move we have ever seen Roger use is a sword attack. Therefore, we only know him as a swordsman.
Okay. Counterpoint. Never mind.
I'm sorry that I'm making sense.
Well, no, here's the thing. The crux of what you're saying is to imply that Mihawk is stronger than Shanks, right?
No, I'm just saying...
Because that's what everybody else says. When
Yeah, I don't care about that shit. I just want to say Shanks is a swordsman and stir the pot.
But you realize the implication is that Mihawk is then stronger than Shanks somehow. Which is not possible.
True.
Of course, I guess we also haven't seen how strong Mihawk actually is.
Yeah. I feel like they're fairly even.
They used to be sparring partners or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Wouldn't surprise me if they were like what illusion was I just trying to draw to there? I don't know.
Sake brothers.
Maybe.
Yeah. Mihawk is Shanks' brother, just like Ace is
Yeah.
Luffy's brother. Oh, and Sabo. Sweet, sweet Sabo.
Hope nothing bad happens.
And yet I also hope something bad does happen.
Why?
Drama.
Yeah, but not the Sabo.
As long as Koala is safe, I don't care.
Simple art.
I don't simp.
I know.
Except for Frisky Kitty.
Do you want to show the camera?
Well, I showed it to them during the ConcertCon video.
True.
You know nobody's going to watch this.
Oh, 100%.
We already don't get great views.
Very well. We can move on from One Piece.
No, we can talk. No, stick to your guns.
Okay.
Achieve your dream. Kaido is a fish. Here's manga spoilers.
Yes.
Or is that in the anime now?
No, I don't think it's in the anime yet.
I don't watch the anime.
I just see clips on the line on YouTube and shit.
Coincidentally, I just watched a clip of them fight. Oh, I forgot to put up Chuck. Oh, gosh.
How dare you.
This would have been like the third episode in a row. Oh, thank God. We're safe now.
Blessed be. He is here.
Now. Chuck is back.
That's why your view count's dropping. You didn't have Chuck up.
Well, he is the celebrity draw.
Indeed. So, I mean, I guess in other One Piece news, Gear 5 is probably going to be in the anime soon. And that's going to be so unbelievably fucking hype.
It's going to blow a bunch of anime-only's minds.
Yeah.
Like it blew all the manga readers' minds months ago.
That was like last year.
Yeah. No. I don't care either.
Fair.
I rocked the computer.
Nice. Good job.
Thank you.
But,
I just got accused of hacking before he showed up, by the way.
a word?
Yeah, so I was playing MW2 before he walked up. And, I killed this one guy many times. Because,
yeah.
there's a couple times where I, kind of guessed where he was and pre-fired, and I happened to hit him in the noggin.
Nice. Wow, you're that guy. I'm joking.
It's because I've been playing Siege, so I'm thinking about where people are listening to footsteps and stuff. So I'm like, oh, he's right there.
Yeah,
so I'm
gotcha.
already aiming. You know what I'm saying? And I did the thing because I remembered I had canted sights.
Yeah.
I forgot before. I was very confused last night. Why'd my gun do that? No, but anyways, every time I killed him, he would just exclaim random profanities.
Oh, of course.
Until
as
one
COD
time,
players do.
Until one time he said, "This N-word is clearly hacking, bro."
Nice.
And in the post-game lobby, he was like, "I did pretty all right despite there being a hacker on the other team." Like, dude, if I knew how to hack, I would be winning CSGO championships. Like, I would not be spending my time here.
Peak Call of Duty behavior.
I'm not even that good at this game. Like, calm down. I just killed you because you're an idiot.
It's like, this is my one pop-off. Let me have it.
Let me have this without a accusation. What is this?
Did you just say a accusation?
A accusation. That's what I just said.
I've never heard that.
You never heard of accusations?
No.
I feel like I didn't make that up. I could have.
You probably didn't. I'm sure it's an internet term somewhere. I've just never heard it.
I feel like I heard it from r/TF2 or something like that.
That would make a lot of sense.
Because there's a lot of hackers and bots and whatnot. There was one time, I vividly remember, in middle school, somebody claimed that I was hacking while playing TF2.
Nice.
And it made zero sense because I was using the Huntsman, which is the bow and arrow, which is a projectile-based weapon, not a hit scan.
Yeah.
So, I was playing sniper, but I was not, sniping. And the guy said that I was aimbotting.
You were playing Proto Hanzo.
Proto Hanzo, yeah. Hanzo is just Luxman sniper.
I've had, very few run-ins
That one's
with,
for you, Jack.
Actual hacking in video games. One of them we experienced together.
I don't remember now.
The Call of Duty lobby with the spaceship.
Oh.
In the middle of the street.
Right.
Yeah.
You mean Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, why did I say Call of Duty?
Yeah, I was like, wait, Call of Duty?
Because the next example that I was about to say was Call of Duty, so that's where my mind was going.
But yeah, there's been a couple of, several run-ins with hackers in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. The other one...
GTA Online is a cesspool of hackers.
Oh, 100%. When I was playing, this was in high school, I was playing the original Modern Warfare, COD 4.
Yeah.
Because it was free with Xbox
you were
or something.
part of the quickscoping clan.
No, that was an MW3.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Now this COD 4, I was just playing by myself because it was free with Game Pass, or not Game Pass, Xbox Live or whatever it was back in the day.
Xbox Live, yeah.
And so I got into a game of Shipment, and it was not even just someone was aimbotting. He was making text appear on the screen and making everyone fly around. And then when the game ended, when the match ended, I was max prestige with all gold guns.
Okay. Then.
It was something.
Interesting.
Yeah. I was like, I did not earn any of these. Thank you.
Why, thank you. Hey, does Cold War count as a Black Ops remake?
I don't know. I've been so out of the loop.
I wouldn't think so because they're not branding it like that.
Yeah, I have no clue. I've been out of the loop for so long.
Anyways, the Modern Warfare remakes have been a success so far.
True.
So I think they should remake the Black Ops games because I want to play Black Ops again.
Fair enough.
I have no other reason.
I mean, My favorite is MW3. So if they continue along this path, I'll get that eventually. So I hope
you'll get your intervention.
Yes, literally. I will get my quickscoping clan back. Oh I will track down that motherfucker I used to play with on PS3.
We're getting the band back together.
I remember his name was Corey. Yo, Corey, shout outs if you're listening to this right now.
I'm not gonna bother censoring that because you don't actually know that guy.
No, I don't. He also lives in Canada, and
okay, now you're just like adding fuel to the fire. Maybe I do have to censor him. Of course, there's probably a million Corys in Canada, but still. Sure. Wait, you genuinely never met this guy?
No.
Crazy.
Well, he was also like.
It's like an Iceman situation?
Yes.
He was a grown man?
Yes. Well, he was like more our age now.
So not quite an Iceman situation.
Yeah. He was like a nerd situation.
Sure. I guess we should explain that.
Yeah, I mean, we could. Or we couldn't.
You see, back in the day, we had a Destiny clan.
The Wolf Pack.
The Wolf Pack. It was the Wolf Pack, but Wolf Pack was taken. So Iceman put the number 1 instead of an L, and it looked like an I.
So we were the Wolf Pack.
We were the Wolf Pack.
What a time.
Oh, no. Iceman was a middle-aged man in Alabama. He had 2 kids and a wife that hated him.
Yes.
And the layout of his house was just confusing.
An architect's worst nightmare.
Because we'd be sitting there, like, doing a raid or whatever. And he'd be, like, yelling, like, Jacob, get out of the bathtub! And we'd be like, how do you see him in the bathtub? Like, is your computer in the bathroom? And then what was the other one's name?
Caleb.
Caleb, get off of my truck! What? You can see the truck too? What? Where are you, Ice? What? Like, what is going on?
Do you live in a 1-room house with windows on every side?
You can see into the bathroom too for some reason.
Well, no, it's all 1 room.
Oh, okay. There's no walls at all.
Yeah, no. It's a square.
It has to be. Jacob, get out of the sink. Oh,
good
man.
Lord.
Oh, gosh. Who else was the Nerd? Nerd lived in Florida.
Yeah. Looked like
Harry. We call him Nerd because his gamer tag was Nerd Rage Killa.
Yeah. He looks like Harry
Potter.
Like,
you heard me correctly. Killa.
Killa.
Killa. Nerd Rage Killa.
Bro, that was like peak Xbox gamer tag right there.
Man, do you remember Sweeney?
Yes. Oh my God.
So Sweeney, his name is Sweeney Todd, and then some numbers. But he and Nerd started it was actually a Grand Theft Auto crew.
Yeah.
First. Then it was a Destiny clan.
Mm-hmm.
But the Grand Theft Auto crew was called MGMC.
Mm-hmm.
And Sweeney had ownership of it for whatever reason. And he swapped to PlayStation and betrayed us all. Because, like, he swapped it on the Rockstar Club website. Yeah.
So we were all just...
So we were without a crew for a little bit. And then, what was it? Wasn't Bro Tank Squad. That was a Tyler thing.
Fragger Boys?
That sounds right. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The point is, Sweeney betrayed us. And if you're watching this, Sweeney...
How dare you?
I haven't forgiven you.
I don't even know if Sweeney's your real name.
Probably not. I mean, Sweeney Todd is a musical.
Is it? I didn't know that.
The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, baby.
The only musical I really care about is Dr. Faust. Even though that's not really a musical, that's just a play.
Dr. Faust, I don't know.
Is
that a Guilty Gear thing?
No.
Faust is a doctor.
I'm aware.
That's a pretty big coincidence.
Where do you think they got the inspiration from? It's like a Shakespearean play.
Oh, interesting.
We had to read it for like my English literature class in college, and then
English lit.
Then we watched the play, and I actually just really liked the play.
Oh wow, okay. You may have actually seen the movie they made of Sweeney Todd. It's starring Johnny Depp, Tim Burton joint. He's a barber, kills people, and then
I've heard of it.
Helena Bonham Carter makes them into meat pies.
I've heard of that. Never seen it.
Oh, okay. You should see it. It's a really good movie.
Yeah,
It's a really good play, and the movie is actually really like a good representation of the play.
Cool. There's a lot of movies that I need to see.
That's true. Chris and I basically have like an entire list of things that we have to force you to watch at some point.
I don't know if you told the podcast this, but at KatsuCon, I watched The Matrix for the first time.
You know, I don't think we talked about that. I think maybe Chris like briefly mentioned it once or twice.
Yeah. No, I had never seen The Matrix until like a month and a half ago.
Yeah. Yep. Still need to watch Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah.
And then whatever the third one's called. I can't ever remember it.
Matrix 3.
So Chris is going to hate me, but like he's not here to defend it.
Sure.
I don't like the third Matrix movie. Never have. I don't really like Reloaded.
Bad.
Reloaded has a couple of solid scenes in it, but I'm not a big fan of it. I think the only really good Matrix movie is the first Matrix movie, and Chris can fight me over that. We're going to have a boxing match.
I will be the ref.
And don't worry, Chris's mom. I'll only hurt him a little. So you don't really watch this.
No.
So a couple weeks ago,
You told me about the fight.
yeah, we were joking about fighting, and Chris's mom was like, "Are you gonna fight Ian?"
You and I have almost fought a couple times. I almost threw a grill at you once. Or I tried
grill?
Yeah, I tried
What?
to.
This is the first I've heard of this.
You were there.
I was clearly not paying attention.
It was in a senior year when they just announced the captains.
You threw a grill at me?
Yes. We were walking the grill back to the concession stand, and you were just like non-stop going off on me.
Going off on you?
Yeah, because I didn't make section leader, and I was kind of sad about it.
Why would I be going off?
You were just being like, and then it was like you, me, Tyler, and Miguel. And we were carrying the grill back to the concession stand, and you just like wouldn't stop. So I tried to like shove it at you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I remember it vividly.
Clearly. It left an impression. The things you do in high school.
Yeah.
You realize we've been out of school for like 6 years or something.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, get over it. Would you like some of my PewDiePie G Fuel?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you sure? It's lindenberry.
I am fine. Thank you, though.
Sure?
Yes.
So anyways, episode of East Blue.
Yes.
Is Arlong the best One Piece villain?
Honestly, no. There's a better one in East Blue.
In East Blue?
Yeah.
Buggy D Clown?
Well, obviously.
Actually, Buggy D Clown is not a villain. He is the protagonist.
That is true. But we all know the best villain.
Don Krieg.
Yes. Absolutely. Don Krieg is peak fiction.
Thank you for waiting until after I swallowed to say that.
I didn't even see you doing that. I just looked at the camera and said it.
Don Krieg is peak fiction.
Bro, he's impenetrable.
Honestly, get in line, Blade of the Immortal. Who cares?
Dracula Mihawk ain't got nothing on Don Krieg.
I guess technically Dracula Mihawk is a villain in the East Blue. They do fight him. It just doesn't go well for anybody. Not even him. Like, he was just there to alleviate some boredom.
Yeah. Technically speaking, could you say Owner Zeph is a villain in the East Blue, or at least he was?
No, I wouldn't call him that.
He was a pirate. That essentially makes him a villain.
Zeph is a hero.
He is. But in the eyes of everyone else, he's a villain.
Wow.
Just saying.
I can't get that sentence out of my head. Don Krieg.
That's the title of the episode.
I hate you. So upon rewatching briefly Logtown,
Okay.
what are your dragon theories? Does he have wind powers? He kind of seems like he
yeah,
might have wind
I've heard
powers.
this a lot. I guess you could say that. I don't know. It's just like there's so little to go on. He might have wind powers, but it might be something else that can like, kick up.
That's
it could
true,
be like
we thought Kaido was a dragon, but he's a fish.
That's true. Yeah. But I mean, like, it could be something like a storm power, and wind just kind of comes with that.
That's true.
So
we also thought
Luffy
Aokiji had ice powers, but it's cold.
Yes. We also thought Luffy had rubber powers, but
turns out
anything.
He's God himself.
Yes.
But that's okay.
we thought Luffy had rubber powers, but his true power was whatever the hell Oda wants.
I guess now there's like there's a reason for any plot armor he has.
Yeah, literally. He just imagines himself not taking damage.
I'm thinking back to all the times I've had to have that conversation with people, like just picking up One Piece or like with Oak, right?
Yeah.
So how does Gear 2 work?
Oh.
It's like, well, it just does.
It does.
What does that have to do with rubber? It doesn't really.
Why does his feet do that and he suddenly becomes steamy?
Because he wanted to. It's how he thinks rubber works. It's like orcs in Warhammer 40k. Does it work? I don't know. I think it does. Okay, it does.
Jesus. That's actually a really good explanation. That, like, because he wanted it to work, so it works.
He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah. Like, no, especially considering the context we have now. It's like he wanted it to work.
Yeah.
So it worked.
I wonder how far ahead Oda did plan this, though.
I think I've seen interviews that... I don't know if these are interviews or just people speculating that his initial power for Luffy was always going to be creativity. But it was just the journey to get there.
Mm-hmm. The One Piece was the friends we made along the way.
Yes.
Right.
And whatever secret history.
I cannot wait for that sentence.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the One Piece was the friends we made along the way.
I mean, like, let's be real, though.
He made a lot of friends.
He did. Every island in the world, when Luffy becomes king of the pirates, the biggest rave ever.
Rave?
I mean, it is. Anytime the Straw Hats defeat a villain, you've seen those.
Yeah. End of the arc. Sanji cooking up on the grill.
Nami being like, the Marines are here, we have to go, Luffy.
Frankie putting on the nipple light special.
Luffy still chilling with everyone. Nami, we need to leave. Luffy, it's fine.
Yeah. What was that? An admiral's here? Who asked? Green Bull, my booty cheeks.
It's fine. Shanks will take care of it.
I can't remember Green Bull's like Japanese name.
I didn't know it to begin with, so.
Yeah, I feel like it's just because they don't talk about him as much. Like, Fujitora is easy to remember.
Yeah.
He's Purple Tiger, but Fujitora. Kizaru. It's easy to remember. Aokiji. Akainu. They're easy to remember.
Yeah.
But I don't remember Green Bull.
Well, what is Japanese for green?
See, I think there's two different words, because technically Midori, but I don't know.
What's the Japanese word for bull?
Don't know.
Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I mean, it's... What is Kobe's admiral title going to be?
God. So, the thing about it is, we don't know anything about Kobe's, like, fighting style.
Oh, I know.
So I have no idea.
Well, let's think about this. Where did Kobe come from? He came from Alvida's ship. Were there any animals associated with that?
So apparently, we'll get back to that in just 1 second.
Okay.
I found a Reddit post.
I see. the most trustworthy source. Hi. I'm going to fill the dead air.
Thank you.
How are you doing today? I'm doing great. I woke up at like 10 o'clock. I played some video games. And then I came over here. Okay.
So they call his name is Ryokugyu, but I think that's just his name.
Yeah, I think so.
So
we're going to make up green.
So apparently, green bull, literally in Japanese, is Midori Ushi. But they don't call him Midori Ushi. They call him Ryogokyu, which is his name.
Yeah.
For some reason. Like, that would be like calling Akainu Sakazuki. I mean, now you call him Sakazuki because he's the fleet admiral. I don't know. He just doesn't use an alias for some reason. But Midori Ushi would be his name.
It's probably because he's going to be very insignificant, and they'd probably just put him in Wano to be like, hey, Admiral.
Here's that other Admiral. There's supposed to be 3. I only showed 2.
Green
Here's the other one.
Green Bull is literally just a vehicle to make Shanks look cool.
I mean, I would like to see more, because I like the Admirals. I've always wanted to see more.
Yeah. We'll get there. Honestly,
I'm excited for the Kizaru fight that's coming up.
It is. I think we'll get more of the Admirals after God Valley.
Well, yeah, because I guess more than Luffy has to be like up to the power level to fight an Admiral before they really get involved.
Yeah.
So, yeah, God Valley, I guess, might be a good... Or Elbaf.
Also, because when they get...
Or even just after Egghead.
Yeah.
After this next run-in with Kizaru, maybe...
I just think it would make the most thematic sense for God Valley, though, because that's where kind of everything went down. And the Navy teamed up with Roger. So they'll learn some things about God Valley. And then the Admirals will be like, oh my god, they learned that.
If Garp had become an Admiral, what do you think his alias would have been?
Well, I mean, he was an Admiral.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
He was never an Admiral.
I swear he was.
He's always been a Vice Admiral. Because he doesn't want to, like, deal with the Gorosei.
Oh, I see.
That's always been the thing. Like, Sengoku was pissed at him for not becoming an Admiral.
I see.
On that note, do we know what Sengoku's, like, old alias was when he was an Admiral?
I would assume Golden something.
Probably. Would they have literally just called him Golden Buddha?
Well, he has an animal with him. He has, like, a sheep with him, doesn't he? Or, like, a goat?
It's a goat. Golden goat.
The golden goat.
Sengoku is the goat. He's so much better a fleet admiral than Sakazuki.
True.
Sakazuki could suck a fat one. I don't like that guy. And it's a shame because I like his aesthetic, but I don't like that guy.
Yeah. You much prefer the ooh. No context. We're not telling you who that is.
Big monkey guy. So.
Yes. I don't know. If we were talking about Garp's name, it would probably be... Well, I don't know. Because if he were to be an admiral, it would probably be more in his prime.
Well, for sure. He definitely won't be an admiral now. Unless... So here's my theory.
Mm-hmm.
So after Luffy turns the world upside down, right? Because he will.
Yeah.
That's just par for the course at this point.
Yeah.
They're still going to need a government, right? The current world government is corrupt and needs to go. Understood. But they're going to need something to replace it. So I still think that there's going to be a navy. They're just going to operate differently, okay? Here's what I think. We do away with the Gorosei, right?
Yes.
Do away with the Celestial Dragons. We put Garp in charge of the navy. Fleet Admiral Garp. Just right up there.
Fair enough.
Just oust Sakazuki. Put him in Impel Down, right? Then the admirals. Smoker, Kobe, a third one. Helmeppo. No. No. I will never allow that. I will not allow that. If Oda writes that, I'm going to walk straight up to him and be like, this is a Chaos Predator. Now, don't do that.
Honestly, they might just keep Fujitora.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. Keep Fujitora as an admiral.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he hasn't really done anything wrong.
Yeah.
He's kind of the coolest guy. I mean, Kizaru's a cool guy, but He just kind of does what he's told, which is not a great.
Yeah. I like Aokiji.
Well, Aokiji's just confusing.
Yeah. I don't know.
What was his name again?
Aokiji?
Aokiji's was his code name. That's Blue Pheasant.
No, his name's Aokiji, isn't it?
No, his code name is Aokiji, Blue Pheasant.
Oh. I always just thought his name was Aokiji.
Well, I mean, if you say Aokiji, I know who you're talking about, but but no,
I don't know.
I don't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
Point is, he's a cool guy. That's funny because he has cold powers. He turns things to ice.
Help. Help me, please.
Shut up.
But back to Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah. Pink something, obviously.
Pink, I guess. I don't know how to say pink in Japanese.
I don't know. It'd be. What animal would we associate with Kobe?
Dog.
I mean, but there's already a red dog.
But maybe it would be poetic for there to be a new, kinder dog.
Fair enough. I've always considered Kobe as like the kind of like small animal that needs protection at all times.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Pink rabbit.
I mean, it kind of fits. He like, I'm sure Kobe's strong in his own right. He's a vice admiral.
Do they not have the word pink in Japanese?
Sakura.
Because like when I put into Google Translate pink, it just gave me katakana pinku, which implies that it's not a Japanese word. But does that just mean?
I have no clue. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that would fit because Kobe, he'll fight, but he's very opposed to it, and he cries a lot.
He's a crier.
He sees Luffy in the newspaper. And also, when are we getting more VV? Please.
I mean, didn't we just get like a glimpse at VV?
I mean, yes, but I need to find out what's happening with that situation.
Pink. Memorial. Yeah. Okay, that's the actual word for it. Momoiro.
Cool.
I don't know how to say rabbit though. Are we going with rabbit? What about ferret?
Nah, Kobe's not a ferret.
You don't think he smells bad?
No. Bro,
well, honestly, Kobe's probably one of the better smelling Marines.
Look, he got that floral headband. Ain't no way he can smell bad.
He do be rocking the floral headband.
And like, he also got the motherfucking hippie glasses. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Kobe is the pink rabbit.
Usagi.
Yes. Well, that one I knew.
Oh, you knew how to say rabbit in Japanese?
Yes.
I didn't. So, you heard it here, folks. Kobe will become Momoiro Usagi, pink rabbit.
Indeed.
Much easier. Smoker, white wolf.
Yes.
Easily. There's like no way you do anything other than
I feel
that.
like Garp would be... The only thing attributed to him is hockey. In most hockey...
And his name is Monkey.
in hockey is like...
Black.
Yes.
Kurozaru.
I would say... honestly, if I were to associate an animal with Garp, it'd be like a bear.
Kurokumo?
Yeah, I guess.
Kuma? Kumo is
Kuma.
is a spider.
Yeah.
Kuma is bear, Kumo is spider.
Yes.
Kawaii is cute. Kawaii is scary.
I am very kawaii.
Kawaii?
Both.
Okay.
I'm cute scary.
Cute scary.
Yes.
There's a character named Kawaii in Comey Can't Communicate.
True. That's very true.
I found out recently that the good people of the internet aren't particularly good fans of Comey Can't Communicate for whatever reason. Evidently, they find Comey herself to be quite bland.
I mean, I understand that, but I don't agree with it.
Quote, the best thing to come out of this series is the NTR porn of the love interest.
Oh. Do not agree with that quote.
Yeah, well, I saw it in the... You remember Shadman?
Unfortunately.
Well, he's in prison now.
Yes.
But he had a Discord server. The
I'm
Discord
aware.
server still exists under a different name.
God.
They're not associated with Shad anymore.
Is our friend still a part of it?
Who knows? Who's to say? I am. I'm still in that server.
Why?
It's some good art.
Okay. I'm sure there are servers where you can get just as good art, but not have to carry the stigma.
Well, none of these people are like have anything to do with Shad anymore. They're completely separated.
Okay.
And they actually despise it when people bring him up.
I see.
I've seen so many arguments erupt.
Speaking of internet people that are not good people that are in the spotlight again.
EDP.
Yes.
I watched the critical video earlier
I did
today.
too.
I watched every critical video. I love you, Charlie.
I watched every
like platonically though, like nothing creepy. It's not like a parasocial relationship. I just watch your videos a lot.
Hey Charlie, I think you're rad, and I don't watch every single one of your videos, but when I see something that's cool, I watch it. Keep it up.
I don't have any magazines, but it's called a mag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, all the guns I have are...
You only have a single Dragon's Breath shell.
I have 2 Dragon's Breath shells.
That's true.
But you're also leaving out the boxes of just normal 12 gauge.
That's the mag.
See, I'm very sorry. I don't have any mag-fed weapons. They're all just shotguns. Anyways.
But the other internet person...
Eat Dead Pussy 445.
No, not EDP.
Sneeko?
No. It's someone who was...
The consummate cuck?
Infamous, who was released from prison.
Oh?
Chris Chan.
Oh, they're out of prison.
You want to know what's scarier? They're in our area.
Well, they were arrested in Henrico.
Yeah. I didn't know this, so I just saw that.
You didn't know?
No. I just saw the report.
So
for
I
hated
it when Chris Chan was arrested, and it said in Henrico, because I don't really consider myself from Henrico, but the hospital where I was born is in Henrico. Yeah. So at the same time, I am sort of from Henrico. So I'm like, no, I don't want to be associated.
Yeah, I just saw a Central Virginia regional jail is where the report of him being released on bail was from, and I'm like, who did this?
So it wasn't Rappahannock Regional, Central Regional?
No, it was Virginia. It was Virginia Regional. I think the state jail.
Oh. I thought the only one near us was Rappahannock Regional.
Well, I'm not saying it's that close to us. I'm saying we're in the vicinity.
We're in the same state.
It's in the DMV. Which is too close for my comfort.
Oh no, Sonichu is going to come get you.
Jesus.
At some point, I'm going to jump scare Chris during this episode. I'm not going to give any warning.
I'm Chris, remember?
What?
You jump scared me.
No, I meant old Chris.
Okay.
You're new Chris.
I'm the new fresh Chris.
The fresh Chris of Bel Air.
Yes.
West Philadelphia, born and raised. God, I was just...
Yeah?
I just had a flashback. So we were playing the JoJo's fighting game last night,
yes,
as you recall. And we, put it on random map, and it said, Philadelphia coast.
Yeah.
I was like, do they know where Philadelphia is? I don't think there's a coast there. What do you mean, Philadelphia coast?
Look, it's an alternate timeline. I'm sure there's a coast
Is that from the alternate timeline?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's from part 7.
Okay. I played as the President of the United States, and he pulls out a blicky for a special move, and that's special.
Yes. And he also has a quote.
What?
He also has a quote you were saying earlier.
I don't know.
Something about injustice acts or something like that.
Oh, Filthy Axe at a Reasonable Price.
Yeah.
No, because the name of his stand is Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Yeah.
It's an AC/DC reference.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, the translation has him saying Filthy Axe at a Reasonable Price.
I see.
Even though he still uses the abbreviation of Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, D4.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the Japanese
D4C.
language, in voices, they say it.
It's true. You can hear them like a katakana word.
Yeah. And they'll say the actual reference, but because we're in the good old U.S. of A., if they put that as the subtitle, they'll get sued the shit out of.
Is that actually true?
Yes.
I've heard that for years. I just wasn't sure if that was actually true.
Yeah.
What do they call Red Hot Chili Pepper? I don't remember now.
I think it was like the Red Hot Poblano.
These translations are always great, though, because, like, one of the characters has a stand called Bad Company, and they translated it as Worse Company.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
I forget what they translated Narancha's stand as.
Aerosmith?
It was something completely different. But he literally was just like, Aerosmith. It's like, but that is literally not what it was translated to.
What did they do with Sex Pistols? Because I haven't seen part 5 yet.
Yeah, I know. We're going to get on that.
We're going to get on
I don't remember. I'm going to look it up. Because this is... But...
I'm trying to remember Killer Queen, because that was like one of the classic, hilarious ones. Daisen no Bokutan. Killer Queen. Yeah? I always thought it was strange that when stands were first introduced, they had, like, deliberate themes in the naming, right? There was tarot cards, then they were Egyptian gods. But then in part 4, Araki said screw it and just started naming them after rock bands.
Yeah.
And then in part 5, what was the... Notorious B.I.G. was one of them.
Yeah. The localized name was just 6 Bullets.
6 Bullets?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let me look up Aerosmith.
But there were still some in part 4 that had like random not rock band names, like The Hand and Echoes.
Yeah, that's right. Aerosmith's localized name was Lil Bomber.
Lil Bomber?
Because it's a plane.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
The Beach Boys stand?
Yeah.
I saw the caption when we were playing last night said like Fishman.
Yeah.
Which I guess because he has a fishing pole.
Yeah. It's the closest thing that they could do.
No, but I just find Filthy Axe at a Reasonable Price to be quite hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
And like I said earlier, especially since he still says D4C.
Yeah.
Like, that means nothing now that you've changed it completely.
I remember it was so stupid.
What?
There was one that was Metallica, and it was like the stupidest localization ever.
Metallica?
Yeah. I have to find this.
What about Mariah Carey? What was hers again? The Lovers?
Yeah. Also, Metallica's in part 5. So you get to see it if we watch it.
That was back in the... Mariah Carey was from the tarot card era.
Oh, yeah. Localized name was just Metallic.
Metallic. Good.
I was just like, bro,
gets the point across.
Serious?
Strong. I was upset to see Chef Tonio was not in the fighting game, so I couldn't...
That is truly a
I
tragedy.
couldn't use Pearl Jam, which is just a shame.
Even
flow.
How tragic. Truly.
I mean, how would you make him fight?
Bro, he got the spaghetti whip.
The spaghetti whip. And Darby, neither Darby, elder or younger, was in the game.
Yeah. Well, no, he was in the game because he popped up as like a speech bubble.
Yeah, Darby the elder pops up as a speech bubble. But where's Darby the younger?
I don't know.
Huh? Select your cur.
Just literally just make them.
Oh, that's a baseball.
The special moves is him like throwing a controller at them.
What, Darby the Younger?
Yeah.
He just chucks a Nintendo Entertainment System at me. Oh. Lord. For those who don't really understand what we're talking about,
too bad.
The Darby brothers are gamers, okay? And they've got the gamer mindset, all right? They're two different kinds of gamers, though. Darby the Elder is like a poker game, a card gamer. An analog gamer. He plays analog games, okay? Jotaro does a switcheroony on him and wins at gambling despite being a minor.
Yeah. And then just proceeds to decimate him in the face.
Yes, Darby is not a fighter, really, which, that's why he's not in the fighting game. Yeah. But it would have been funny, okay?
Yeah.
And then Darby the Younger is like a gamer, right? That's where a lot of the Part 3 memes come from.
Yes.
Is they play a racing game and they play a baseball game, and it's just terrible English.
Yes.
That's hilarious and amazing.
Literally just look up Part 3 English compilation. Or English, sorry.
Either one. Doesn't really matter.
True.
Technically, English in Japanese is ego, by the way. They don't even try with the L.
Nice.
They don't even try with the L. They're just like, nope.
I'm not surprised.
Darby Elder actually has some funny English as well.
Yeah.
Your move, Mr. Joester.
Yeah. Man, it has been a long time since I've watched Part 3.
Maybe we should just rewatch the entire series.
That I'd be down. Yeah.
It would take a while, but
it would
be worth it. Maybe we wait until we can force Chris to watch it.
Yeah.
Old Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry, new Chris.
No, you're fine. I mean, y'all are typically, today's an exception, off on Thursdays.
Off on Thursdays?
Or Wednesdays. My days are mixed up.
Well, you're off every day.
Yes. My point being, y'all are usually off on Wednesdays. I'm off every day. So literally just one of these days, podcast, bang it out early in the morning, and then just watch JoJo for the rest of the day.
The rest of the day, just watch JoJo's.
Honestly, we could blaze through parts 1 and 2 by doing that.
Then we have to re-experience the tragedy of Danny.
True.
On the plus side, we get to go back to Ogre Street. I don't have a hat to take off. I guess I'll just...
But as tragic as the tragedy of Danny is, we cannot forget about the glory of von Stroheim.
What? That's part 2.
Okay, I'm getting my parts mixed up.
It's Battle Tendency, my son.
Yes.
When they have to go team up with the Nazis to save the world.
Yes. Christian, don't watch this episode or else you'll get spoiled.
Just imagine, explaining that plot to somebody. Yeah, then they fly to... They go to Mexico, because one of the Aztec gods of fitness has reincarnated.
And the Nazis are studying
The Nazis beat them to it!
So the main character has to cross-dress in order to get into the Nazi bunker.
So then, our British-American main character has to go to Italy to team up with a gay man to join with the Nazis in investigating the other Aztec gods of fitness.
And in doing so, he eventually ends up in a volcano, and he makes it erupt to send one of the Aztec gods into space.
He's technically still alive. That's my favorite part about this whole thing, is that Cars is still alive.
I don't know if they do, and I'm not going to look it up, but I hope to God there's something about Cars in parts 7 and 8 that,
I think it would be hilarious. Well, follow-up question. With the dimension shift or whatever happened at the end of part 6, right? When we're in the new timeline. Is Cars still alive?
I don't know.
Was he affected by that?
I don't know.
Or since he's the ultimate life form, does he exist outside of that?
Maybe.
Is it possible that a Cars meteor can crash into Earth in part 8?
Well, I guess
Or 9. Which one are we on now?
9.
9.
JoJo lands.
Right. What's the name of the new protagonist?
I don't remember. We're gonna find out.
And while you do that, I'll just make fun of the other protagonist, Josuke. But new Josuke. Not part 4 Josuke, part 8 Josuke.
Nah.
Part 8 Josuke has 4 testicles.
Part 9 gonna be lit.
What is it?
The first thing that came up was like a news article talking about it. JoJo Part 9 introduces a new teenage protagonist from Hawaii.
Epic. Brother Nate's ancestry popping off.
Yeah.
Let's go watch some Moana after this. Hey, yo.
15-year-old Jodio Joestar.
Jodio? Oh, no. They're combining Joe and Dio.
Oh, no.
This is not going to be okay. There's going to be so many things wrong with this part. Moving on. Josuke, his stand is called Soft and Wet, which, if that's a reference to something, I want to know what it is. But, so he was playing as Josuke last night, and... like, he did his, like, super move or whatever, and Josuke's like, I took all the friction away from your body. What does that mean? It's been bothering me. What do you mean by that?
Okay. So, confirmation from this. Joseph made it in the new universe.
So, Joseph's back.
Yeah.
As Joseph, or...
Jodio he lives with his older brother, Dragona, and mother Barbara Ann, who is the daughter of Joseph Joestar and Susie Q.
So Joseph and Susie Q made it.
Yeah. So this is just...
Wait, are we back to the old timeline?
No. It's probably just new timeline, Joseph Joestar.
It's funny that he's also married to Susie Q.
I mean, part 7 is Jonathan Joestar.
I knew that.
And he meets Zeppeli.
Gyro, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's same context, just different characters.
Johnny's a crazy guy.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about Johnny, other than the fact that he's a cripple.
Also, so that means that literally Jodio is just new timeline Jotaro.
Yes.
Interesting.
But without sharing the Jotaro name for some reason.
Yeah.
Is Jotaro the best JoJo?
I mean, that's very subjective.
I kind of feel like Joseph is.
I mean, that's understandable.
He's been in the most parts. 2, 3.
I mean, being
4.
in the most parts doesn't necessarily mean
well,
best.
Maybe not anymore, actually. 2, 3, and 4. But Jotaro's been in 3, 4...
5, technically.
He was in 5 for like half of a scene. Does that count?
Yes.
Okay, so technically Jotaro's been in more parts.
Jotaro's the most iconic.
I suppose that's true.
I would also reckon he's the most popular.
Probably. Star Platinum is the ultimate stand.
The best? I mean, that's very subjective, though.
I mean, it's very simplistic, but it gets to the point.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Punch is real good.
I love Jotaro. But I like others more.
Well, who's your favorite JoJo?
Well, I mean, I know in my heart who is. I have a number 1 and a number 2 that are very close.
Okay.
My number 2 is Josuke.
Interesting choice.
I just like part 4.
I'm not big on Josuke. He's not really, like, he's the protagonist, but he's not the protagonist.
Yeah. I mean...
Also, he's barely even a JoJo. There's only one Joe in his name.
Yeah, I know.
Josuke Higashikata.
He's fine. He counts.
He's half a JoJo. He's only a Joe.
He's the son of Joseph Joestar. He counts.
Illegitimate son of Joseph Joestar.
Son. My favorite's Jonathan.
That is a bold move. You're a vanilla guy.
Yeah.
Jonathan Joestar.
I just like him.
Not even Johnny? Just Jonathan?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've never seen anything about Johnny. I haven't read part 7.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just like Jonathan.
Gyro is really funny in the fighting game because you fight with the horse.
Yes.
Which is hilarious.
I don't know. He's just... He has a very clear, to-the-point character arc, and it ends... I'm not going to say good, but...
He dies at the end. So.
It fits his character, and I think it's a good story arc.
And then his body went on to make Giorno.
Yes. Tragic, truly. But
Is that tragic, though? Giorno's a cool guy.
I don't know. I would put Giorno up there. Like,
Giorno isn't a JoJo at all. He's a Geo.
yeah. I would... thinking about this, actually. I don't know if... I think Giorno and Josuke are tied.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, I like Jotaro.
Giorno does become the ultimate gang star.
Actually, you know, I'm going to say it's Jonathan, and then Josuke, Giorno, and Joseph are tied.
You got me messed up right now, homeboy. I'm just gonna say it though. Joseph is the best JoJo.
Fair enough.
Joseph Joestar is the man.
True.
And maybe he was caught slipping and had an illegitimate son, but come on, who hasn't?
You know,
right?
Honestly, Part 8 Josuke may have 4 balls, but Joseph Joestar has 6.
What?
Yeah.
6 balls?
Yes.
I don't get it.
He does. Well, there's 2, obviously.
Sure.
Then he has 2 on each finger with his clackers.
The crackers. Forgot about the crackers.
The most effective Hamon weapon.
Man, parts 1 and 2 are crazy.
They are.
I like stands. They're cool. They add a lot of flair and flavor.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I wish that we just stuck with the Hamon thing.
Yeah.
It's a completely different story, part 3 onward.
Hamon infused stand. Please, Araki.
I mean, technically, Joseph did that in part 3.
And
Because Hermit Purple was such an utterly useless stand.
Didn't even Jotaro learn like a bit of Hamon?
I don't think so.
I feel like I don't know. I'm
It
gonna
would
look
have
it
been cool, but I don't remember him doing that. Joseph's stand, Hermit Purple, is probably one of the most useless stands that has ever existed. He just has these thorny, purpley vines. And, like, if he crushes a camera worth... What does the camera have to be worth? 2,000 yen?
Yeah, something like that.
It has to be worth, like, a very specific amount of Japanese yen. And he has to crush it. And then it'll produce...
An image.
A spirit image. Spirit photo.
Yeah. Of like...
But he can't control of what it is. It just kind of just does it. So...
Is Hermit Purple the most powerful stand?
Hermit Purple is the most useless stand ever.
Listen to me.
But Joseph uses it creatively because he'll wrap somebody in Hermit Purple and then send hockey down.
Yeah.
So it's
Did you just say hockey?
I did say hockey. Hamon.
Think about this, though.
What's the difference between hockey and Hamon, realistically?
How powerful would Hermit Purple have been if Joseph had had a stand arrow?
Hermit Purple Requiem?
Yes.
My God.
If he can produce normally a spirit image, would Perfect Hermit Requiem... I said Purple Hermit.
You got it backwards, but you got the spirit.
Yes.
Hermit Purple Requiem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could he just have clairvoyance?
Maybe. But then the Requiem doesn't always have to have anything to do with the stand. I mean, think about Silver Chariot Requiem. It knocks everybody out within a certain radius.
True.
It doesn't actually have anything to do with, fencing. Does Silver Requiem have any other powers? Or Silver Chariot?
I think so. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I don't remember Silver Chariot having, like, any distinctive powers other than just cutting things.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And obviously, like we just said, Requiem KOs everybody.
Well, I think Requiem also does something else, but I'm not remembering.
Oh, Requiem does more than that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it's also invisible.
Oh, good. I know that Polnareff turns into a turtle.
Yes.
I don't know how or why.
I know how and why.
All that I know is that Jean-Pierre Polnareff turns into a turtle.
Yes.
Which is not okay. Because Polnareff is basically the protagonist of Part 3.
True.
It's not actually JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in Part 3. It's Polnareff's Wacky Quest.
Polnareff's perpetual pilgrimage.
He truly is the main character. And that hair.
the most on fleek hair I have ever seen.
I'm just really glad he didn't go the route of Kakyoin.
True.
You want to go get some donuts?
Sure.
And with that, we will say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Until next time.